is up, Baton Rouge? I'm Lee Jacoby, your 2025 Fort Cancer Event Chair with Oshner MD Anderson Cancer Center.
And I'm Caitlin Cockerham, your American Cancer Society staff partner. We are so excited to be here in the Garage Studios, brought to you by Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Shout out Gordon and his team for hosting us. We are thrilled to be interviewing majority of our amazing tastemakers over the next couple of days to hear all about their why, what they're excited about for Fort Cancer, get to know them on a little deeper level. And so without further ado, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's hear from our tastemakers. Thanks, guys. All right, welcome back.
Yes.
All the girls here today.
Yes.
Go.
All right. So we've got Mallory here with us from Atlas Dermatology.
Yeah.
So before we get started, let's just kick it off with telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do at Atlas.
So
rundown.
Mallory Sotile. I am a nurse practitioner at Atlas Dermatology, and I have the pleasure of working alongside Dr. Massengale for the past 2.5 years. It's been my first job as a mid-level. So we get to do skin checks, diagnose, treat skin cancer.
Yeah.
All types. And, acne concerns, eczema, psoriasis. We do mostly medical surgical dermatology with a little sprinkle of cosmetics. We're in the process of building a new office, so we're going to be expanding that cosmetics side of it. But currently it's me and Dr. Maskell and our other nurse practitioner, Danielle. So
awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. We are so excited to have you. So we're actually going to start off with a little game.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
So let's get into it. Let's kick it. Are we ready? Let me not throw my paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Taylor Swift or Rihanna?
Oh, gosh.
That's a hard one.
I'm kind of like an anti-Swiftie. Probably going to have people coming after me for that one.
It's okay.
But I don't really care for Rihanna either. So I guess I'll just go with Taylor Swift.
Okay. Or Lady Gaga.
Okay, I'll do Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
What's your favorite sweet snack?
Oh, gosh. Peanut butter and chocolate stuff, like a Reese girl, like been getting in the bag of the hearts, for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
But yeah, like I also love like hot and cold, like hot brownie,
Yes.
cold
Just
ice
like
cream.
ice cream.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, my
So,
God. Ice cream's
sweet.
my
Dessert every meal, probably. Unfortunately.
favorite. 7 Brew or Starbucks?
7 Brew.
Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah, I've been like Starbucks out lately.
Yeah, I love 7 Brew too.
Yeah.
3 things you can't live without.
Oh gosh. Are we talking like objects?
Anything.
Well, that makes it hard if I don't mention like my husband and my kids or my
Okay.
family. Ooh.
Husband and kids can be one.
Like
and
family.
whole family umbrella
Can't
is
say.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family. Gosh. Like be a girly girl, I guess. Like, I don't know. My makeup's important
Yeah.
to me, I think. Can't live without. Gosh, I'm gonna go back to like my dessert answer. Like I just could live
chocolate peanut butter?
Yes, like
Yeah.
I could just live off of sweets. Everybody, my husband jokes and says I have a second stomach. Like I'll be so full at dinner, like
You're
can't eat another
"Ugh."
bite.
But I want a sweet treat.
Oh yeah, but they come around asking for
Yes.
dessert, and I'm like, yeah, what you got? And I'm like, yeah, bring it on.
I want a sweet treat.
and then
I
I'm
love
like,
that.
gonna eat 75%. He'll get 25.
Yeah,
Like so.
that's just how it is.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Rightfully so.
The best is if like I accomplish one minor task, I'm like, I think I need a little treat.
yes,
I deserve
reward
this.
system still applies in your
Reward.
adulthood.
Feels
Absolutely.
like a reward.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, for sure.
Lil Wayne or Boozy?
I'm Lil Wayne.
There we
That's what I grew up in Mississippi, so I don't have really like a loyalty to either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say me in school and my friends were listening to Lil Wayne.
yes,
of
gets you.
course. Yeah.
And then morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Yeah.
Loosely. I
Okay.
mean, I could definitely sleep in, and I have trouble sometimes. But night, I mean, I'm out by like 8.
I know
I
you're
could-
telling me you're like 8:30. I'm like I can't get
Oh
my eyes open.
yes. So I guess maybe I'm changing as I get older. Maybe
Yeah.
I was like the reverse back, a decade ago. But now I'd say a more morning person.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Perfect. Well, we are so excited to have you in this tastemaker class. And so we want to just start off by talking a little bit about what you are most excited for Fort Cancer, whether it's like anything from the event itself or anything that you've already experienced, anything with like your fellow tastemakers. Just what are you most excited for in general?
Yeah, so I've never been to the event, so I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear nothing but good things. Party with a purpose is a great little slogan, so can't help but think that that's going to be super fun. I'm really excited about, not being from here. I've been in Louisiana for over a decade, but just branching out, like getting out there and networking and meeting new people. And you know, in college, I really came out of my shell. So I'd say I'm an extrovert. So this is kind of my thing. I think I love to meet new friends, meet new colleagues in the community, and just come together and for the same purpose and raise, you know, awareness and support and everything we can for cancer patients and just the whole process. And then being able to celebrate it all at the end with that big event is just kind of the icing on the cake too. So the whole process really has just been great from the get-go. And I'm just super thankful because Kristen Poland's
I was about to say, KP.
KP's my
We
girl.
love
And
her.
single-handedly, I'm here because of her. So
She's the best. She was our chair last year and is killing it as our sponsorship lead this year. So we are, I mean, there's no one like her.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, she brought this opportunity to me and just kind of we just stumbled upon each other. You know, we didn't know each other
That's what
a
she was
year
saying.
ago.
Yeah, she was like, I don't know, but she's awesome and we have to put her in and she's my girl.
When you
And she's
get
like,
those
but you don't have to
feelings.
listen to me because you know, like, oh, no. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
yes, she said.
Yes.
No questions asked.
No, you know, you just know when you kind of click with someone, and that is the way we were. And we became more like friends when I would see her. And she was just brought it up one day. She's like, you know, I was the chair of this event last year, and I really think
Just casual.
you would be. I know. And she's like, have you ever heard of it? And I'm like, I've heard of it. I've heard of it because, you know, I have friends that are involved in some of the ACS other events in the community. So I'm aware. And I was like, you know, me, really? You really think so? And she was like, oh my gosh. And she just pumped me up from the beginning.
She's the best at that.
I know.
She is.
She is.
I love them two together, like their relationship, because they're very opposite. I mean, her and I as well, but we also are very similar in different ways.
Yeah.
But them together is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like the best thing. Like,
I love it.
Y'all could have your own podcast.
Yeah.
Your own talk show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps us laughing.
Well, definitely I think what's awesome, not only that you connected with Kristen and she was able to bring you into this, but I think you have a great and unique perspective that some of the other tastemakers have, some of them don't, is that you truly see cancer every day. So to speak. You know, you are in the trenches, as I like to say, but you're the ones that are diagnosing the cancer, seeing the cancer, understanding what that patient walks through. So could you talk a little bit about that role and you play in the patients' lives?
Yes. So I've mentioned this before when we all got together to meet the first time, but I think it's a unique twist on it because I really, you know, in women in their 30s, I seem to attract that age group to see me in the clinic. And, you know, you normally you're talking about, you know, oh, like I'm having some hormonal acne and this and that. But then you get those patients that have been through hair loss from chemotherapy, you know, breast cancer, had a double mastectomy, talking about cold capping. I mean, she's given me her whole journey.
Yeah.
And the visit quickly turns into more of like a, you know, girl to girl talk. I wouldn't say
just gabbing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like getting down to that personal level.
I love that.
And you become more of a friend and a confidant more than you do like provider to patient. And you build that relationship. But just it's crazy to me that our age group is having to go through so much.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. The new face of cancer is
in your 30s.
like us. Yeah.
Like when are they going to lower those the screening
Mammograms
ages?
and things.
Yeah.
Because I know too many people that are my age, sometimes younger than me, a few years older than me, and we're all still well below the mammogram age recommended. I know they're starting to lower it if you have family history and things like that, but I wouldn't typically be like, I need a mammogram at this point in my life.
Right.
But it makes you second guess it because I'm coming across these people. And, you know, she's gone through that. She is at the end of it. I think she had finished up radiation. She was going back through that regrowth period. And now she's at a high risk of skin cancer because she's been treated with all that chemotherapy. You know, you treat one cancer and you're at risk for another. So they're establishing care with dermatology and, you know, you're looking. But, and then I have another patient that is coming in tomorrow and she's in her 30s and we've already treated melanoma on her and her you know, she had a family history of it and she came in and she wasn't really super concerned, but we both looked at the spot and we were kind of, you know, we were both like not really like, oh, that's it, but we sampled it and it came back. I mean, we're like,
that's why you have to go get your skin checks.
Yes, get your skin checks. If you're
especially
not too
in Louisiana,
young,
you know.
We all had. I mean, this generation, we were tan in bed girls. Like I admit, I made mistakes. I've changed.
We have learned from them.
We have learned. You know,
We've
sunscreen.
evolved.
You know, we embrace the fair skin now.
Yes,
like
for sure.
Or self tanner, but you know, I mean, we have all kinds of skin cancers. Melanoma is obviously the scariest, but you really see just how much damage the sun can do, and just patience, getting the education out there, like getting sunscreen, on your kids early. It takes those childhood bad sunburns, and then you're at a higher risk of getting, a skin cancer at our age or beyond. And then, so it's just a constant. I see it every single day. We cut out, and treat cancer every single day. So it's cool to be able to be involved in something that, I'm dealing with on a daily basis. So it's just a give back opportunity out of the clinic.
Yeah,
is how I see it.
I think you're so just approachable, and that's I recently went and saw her for a little mole on my forehead that luckily it was nothing, but I knew I needed to practice what I preach and go get screened. And I'm telling people this every single day at work. So I was like, let me go see Mallory, But for me, I feel like I connected with you so well because we're similar age, we're moms, we have young kids, all these things. And so I felt like you would understand, my worries or my concerns, whatever, more so than like, someone of a different age bracket or different, whatever. So I really appreciated that. And I loved, she has obviously like the best, just like patient, bedside manner, everything. I loved it. It was just like, made me really calm, even though, like you said, immediately you were like, that's nothing, it's fine, but still it's like, worrisome going in there, and you never know,
Peace
like
of mind.
Yeah,
It's worth it.
yeah
For
always
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, you definitely attract just this vibrant energy because that's what you give off. So
Thanks.
that's why we love having you as a
And I love y'all.
tastemaker. So what is one thing you hope that people do take away from this event, from like Fort Cancer, from this year? Some people have been before, some people haven't. So
Yeah. Just knowing, anything that we're doing for Fort Cancer is going directly to those patients. That's how I'm promoting those ticket sales, y'all. I'm like,
oh my gosh,
come on.
yes.
You're hustling.
Shout out
Come
Mallory.
on.
She has already sold the most tickets. Like, she is killing
That's
it.
clappable right there.
Yes.
Let's
Her
go.
friends and family are showing out for her. We love to see that. But
Yeah, you're coming and you're supporting the whole class. They're getting to come and see, and they're having a great time doing it, and knowing that their donations are going straight to that. I just hope that people, we see that this is probably, I don't know statistics, but gotta be one of the like top killers of the population at this point, different types depending on different age groups. But you want to just do something to give back to your community. That's just simple answer, I guess. But just promoting what you can and getting the awareness out there. I think we've done a lot better with screenings, which I think is why we have younger patients being diagnosed, which is a good thing. And we were teaching, for women, like we were talking about self-breast exams. I think the OBGYNs have been coming through with that. And we've all had a woman in our lives that's probably been diagnosed. So then you're just hyper vigilant. Right. So just getting the promotion out there, if anything, to help prevent too, and getting that early diagnosis is important. So I hope people take that out of it, and just the more you put it in their face, the more that they could potentially, save a life, really. So.
Yeah,
sure.
Because it's 1 in 3 women get cancer, but I think it's 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. Yeah,
correct. That's what we were talking about earlier with screening. It's like, I feel like, men and women, like no one's looking forward to a colonoscopy. No, we aren't looking forward to our mammograms or whatever else it is. But it's one day or one moment of discomfort, to put those worries at bay, or to catch something and be able to treat it.
Yes.
100%.
And extend your life, and you be there for your family and your friends.
Correct.
My mom works for Hospice of Baton Rouge. So I'm over here trying to get, prevent cancer, and I'm trying to tell people, get your sunscreen, get your skin checks, let's catch it early. And then she's on the other end of it. Majority of her patients are on hospice from a cancer diagnosis.
That's a really interesting polar,
isn't it,
relationship that you guys share. How has that been?
It's good. I think my mom is the most compassionate person and deals
of course.
It definitely takes a special it takes a special person to be able to work
and
in
just have a product.
Of course.
Mallory.
No, she's an RN. I pretty much went on this path because of her, and I took a different route. I went and got my master's degree, but I think that she works so well with that older population, and she is super comforting, and just, I don't know, she's just the best. But she comes home and just tells me different things. I think I worked in the NICU for a while, and people ask me that a lot too. How do you do that? Like, how do you see these babies in such a vulnerable state, and the families are just, don't know what to do. They're in the hospital every day. The baby didn't go home with them. And I think you really just, you put yourself aside and your feelings aside, and you are focused in on that patient and their family, and you're just their support system. And I think that's where my mom comes in with those families of those patients. And those patients, unfortunately come to terms, and that's the choice that they make a lot of times, is to enjoy the last days that they have versus still going through treatments. And the NICU's, similar. It's like I think that you just put on your blinders and you just do it. Because I had a NICU baby myself for 3 months, and I get asked all the time, like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't know. I think someone else lived that 3 months. It was an out of body experience. That wasn't me. I mean, I think I cried one time, but
oh my God,
you just kind of put your big girl pants on and deal
you go
with it.
Yeah. Right.
You do. So you just use that motto in life. I mean,
and that's like definitely what ACS instills, not like with those terms exactly, but what we hope to promote with American Cancer Society here locally in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, all the things of just how we can uplift survivors, how we can empower people. Because I loved your quote, you can never be overeducated. I'd never be too overeducated or overdressed. Yeah, sorry. Fumble of words, but I love that. So I think that's just extremely powerful when you do it every day.
You can you could do it all. Like you can, that's kind of where that quote comes from, is there's no limits really. So, don't worry about what other people think as far as being, overdressessed. Like I'll be there. I'll come in the most outrageous outfit.
You did have the most amazing outfit for her cutouts as well.
Yes. Let me pull a Carrie Bradshaw real quick.
Yeah, y'all, I can't wait. I haven't looked for anything for May 1st yet, but it's coming.
I gave myself a deadline, which I probably will pass up, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting until all I want colorful.
Good
I want
spring
bright.
colors.
I want,
Yeah.
So,
but
you can't ever overdo. And that's with education. You learn every day, and you can't ever overdress because,
I love that.
Rather be overdressed than underdressed.
Absolutely. 100%.
I agree. I mean, I just commend both of you guys. You have 2 kids or 3?
Two boys,
Two precious little boys,
Oh, so
I was just telling
And you
her,
have
I follow like a photographer and or many of them on Facebook, and I was scrolling a couple weeks ago, and I was like, look at this precious family. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's Mallory. And they were so cute.
Oh,
they're so cute.
That's
They're
so awesome.
sweet. We just had a birthday party Saturday for the little one, so there'll be 2 Thursday.
Another Thursday. That's my daughter's birthday too, and
you should meet up
and Dr. Shelley's birthday.
You could go to Chow Yum Fat.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
There we go. There you go. Perfect. We'll get like a balloon arch. We'll do all that.
There we go.
One of my best friends is does balloons.
There we go.
Party
Yeah.
Yes,
Kelly. I saw her there.
Yes.
Yeah, she does bloom and grow, and so she did the whole party Saturday. That's her godson too, so she kind of has to.
She has to.
But she hooks us up. She's wonderful.
Yeah, but I just commend both of y'all. I mean, being a mom, seeing how hard both of y'all work, I've seen both sides. Just coming to you and just working with you all the time. It's like absolutely incredible to see, and I think that's something that always stands true with me with my mom. But I just appreciate that. And
She's sweet.
I'm being for real though. Like it's a great thing to see.
It's so good to be involved in this too. I was gonna say, like, Kristen kind of pulling me into something that this was me in college. Like I was immersed in everything. I mean, I really came out of my shell. Like I said, I was recruitment chair of my sorority, so like I was out
I could
there.
see that bouncing, clapping, and all the things.
Oh,
yeah,
all of it.
Do it again.
All of it. And I love it, and I miss it. And you get into your career, and you become a mom, and you're kind of in this day-to-day grind.
Yeah.
And so when Kristen came to
rotation.
me, I feel like I'm on a routine. So when Kristen came to me, I was like, this is my opportunity to kind of like get back to what I love to do.
How sweet. We love that.
Yeah.
Well, we're like so excited to have you. I've told several people already, but it's like stands so true for you too. It's just, I feel like, coming from the American Cancer Society, like you exemplify exactly what we're looking for in a tastemaker. You're like so energetic and successful in your career and just passionate about the cause and everything. So I'm so excited that Kristen did give us your name.
Shout out KP.
Shout out Kristen. We love you
forever, KP.
And your orange jumpsuit.
On her orange jumpsuit, yes.
Mhm.
And so thankful you said yes. And we are
so
just so
glad.
excited to celebrate you and the rest of them on May 1st.
Yes.
so pumped.
Thank y'all so much.
Thanks.
What an
Thank you.
opportunity.
That was a fun girls chat.
Oh, absolutely.
Chit-chat along.
Yes. No, I love it.
You're the best.
Fun.
Thank
I love
you.
y'all so much.
Love you.
Oh, y'all make it so fun.